FNAF. 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 The word of the day is
FNAF.
This show is brought to you by
FNAF.
FNAF. I don't know what that is. Mo made a weird sound right when we started to record,
FNAF.
so we're rolling with it. Episode 3.
Welcome back, Myke.
Episode 3. Welcome back, everybody.
Well, okay, yeah, make me look bad. I'm just welcoming you back.
Welcome back to all of our fans.
Both of them from South Korea and France. So that's
so weird that when episode 2 went live, the first 5 or 6 listeners were in Europe.
Yeah.
And it's weird because it went live at 11 p.m. our time. So it's I'm French and it's 4 a.m. and I just downed my 5th bottle of Chateauneuf de Paul. And I'm going to listen to a podcast.
Well, hey, getting up early for work and getting ready. And thank you to our listeners in Ireland that we picked up, in France.
There you go.
Argentina. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
I can roll that R. I can rock and roll that R.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming back for episode 3, everybody. We got a great show.
Yep.
I hope. as with the other 2 episodes, completely unscripted, so we'll see. But I'm in a good mood.
Well, I have it mildly scripted here today because...
Well, don't tell me that. That kind of ruins all the fun.
Fine. So, hey, first things first, we've put out our phone number at each show.
That's right.
631-7-MIKE-MO.
6317 Mike Mo.
Which is actually 631-769-5366.
Because it's Mike with a Y.
Mike with a Y.
Mm-hmm.
Mike and M-O. 631-7-MYKEMO.
You don't have to tell people how to spell Mo.
Well, no, some people put the E.
Oh, like Mo Sislak.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh. So since you have that phone, since you have that, not as good as your Homer. Not as good as your Homer.
Hey, some people commented that they didn't know that was me. They thought we dropped in a soundbite.
No, that was all you.
Yeah.
That was all you. I have the original. There it is again. There it is again.
Yeah.
Now, can you say actual words, or is it just?
It depends. You got to be in the moment. You got to feel it.
Okay.
You got to feel it.
You got to crack open 6 Duffs and then it comes out. Okay.
Duffman.
Fair enough.
Out.
Duffman. If it's one impression from The Simpsons I can do, it's Duffman.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
I'll give you that. That's all right.
Well, thank you.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Although I look more like comic book guy back in the day when I had the ponytail. I had a very strong comic book guy look.
Oh, Photoshop challenge. Photoshop challenge.
Or not. So, hey, great. So by the way, we also have coming in soon, we have people working on a new logo for us. So we're not going to use that regular picture that you put together of us, which is wonderful. The Bitmoji versions of each other.
We haven't seen their work yet. We need to.
I'm sure it'll be fantastic. We have several people working on that. But the challenge is open to anyone. If they'd like to do cartoon versions of us, give it a whirl.
Yeah. Cartoon, illustration.
Whirl.
Any sort of a non-photographic logo. Yeah,
pictures, the actual photograph doesn't cut it. In the podcast world, I don't think. But you never know. Hey, we're open to ideas.
Right.
So you can always email us, too, at mikeandmo@gmail.com.
Mike and Mo.
So, hey, by the way, speaking of putting the phone number out, we received a call.
Did we?
We did.
Okay.
You want me to play that for us?
Yeah, who is it?
All right, it's our friend Liz.
Liz. Hi, Liz.
Liz, who apparently has been texting you and bombarding you with messages while listening to the show.
She did. She sent me messages both times when she listened. So at least we know we have one avid fan who's listened to 2 shows.
Well, let's see if she listens to this one. She gets her shout out. Hi, Liz.
Here's hoping.
All right, here's her message.
Go for it.
Hey, guys. It's Liz. Mike, first of all, I'm sorry that I keep messaging you as I'm listening to the podcast, so you keep getting bombarded. But you guys haven't talked about music yet, and I just wanted to bring up, I looked up a while ago how much it would cost to get Huey Lewis and the News to be the band at your wedding, and minimum they start at $10,000. So I thought that would be an interesting subject for you guys to talk about, what is your ultimate band, or what band, if you had just an unlimited amount of money, who would you hire for a wedding or any type of function? And do you think 10,000 is a little too much for Huey Lewis and the News? I was a little surprised by that number, and again, that's a minimum, that's a base, that's the start for Huey Lewis and the News. They're still touring, so, good for them. I wish I could afford them, because quite frankly, they're a good time. But that's it. I'm loving it so far. Again, sorry that I am bombarding you with messages, but I just can't help myself. You guys are great. Bye.
That's sweet.
That's very nice.
Very sweet, and it brings up a really strong topic. I don't mind addressing it right now.
No, actually, apologies for waiting to get to music until episode 3.
We never talk about music at all. In fact,
or weddings.
When you and I sit back and like at the bar having a beer, we don't necessarily talk music.
I mean, it's not my forte. I'll be honest. It's really not my thing.
But there's a great question that comes out of this that I've had debate with people.
Okay.
So you just won a gazillion dollars in a lottery of some kind. Gazillion.
Well, then why am I doing this podcast?
All right. So this is theoretical.
Oh,
okay.
Copy that.
You'd still do it because it's fun.
It is fun.
So
I'm not here for the money.
So you buy this beautiful house on a cliff, right? On a cliffside. You have the backyard goes to this beautiful cliff overlooking the water. It's a gorgeous property.
Okay.
And you can have 3 bands play for a party throughout the day for you on this back lawn with just, a couple hundred of your closest friends.
Okay.
Now, you're allowed to have 3 bands there. One for like noontime, one in the evening, and one at night.
Okay.
They can be living or dead.
Ooh.
Who are your 3 bands that are going to play for your show? I'll open it up by saying my during the day band is a pretty obvious one for me is Jimmy Buffett.
Okay.
The Coral Reefer Band. They would play they want to be under the sunshine, get the party going, have a few margaritas. Do you think Jimmy Buffett, one of my all-time heroes, especially when it comes to the music world? I love Jimmy Buffett.
Okay.
Who would be your daytime band?
Sublime.
Really?
I'll go Sublime.
Well, because you want the good in the sunshine.
They got the good vibe,
Yeah.
little reggae type vibe, little criminal action here and
little
there.
Santeria and you'd be good.
Oh, I love some Santeria.
With the sangria in the middle of the day.
Sangria and Santeria.
Wow.
There you go.
That'd be fantastic.
That's actually not bad. if they were still kicking, that would not be a bad name for a show.
There you go. So, all right. So my afternoon band is tough because I want to get the party rolling, right? And I want to have a little fun. But I'm going to change the rules a little bit here. You're allowed to have, if you want like 2 bands together, they have to have played together in their time. They have to have done a show together.
Okay.
Mine is a combined, and I have to bring people back from the dead to play in this band.
Okay.
Literally, the Dead with the Blues Brothers. They played together.
Wow, that'd be a show.
That'd be great. And that's your evening show. That's your, taking it into the nighttime right there.
Yeah, okay.
So Blues Brothers, I'm bringing Belushi back, right?
Okay.
The Grateful Dead is playing again.
That's not bad.
Now you take Jimmy Buffett, who is up there with Fish, has played in front of the most people, and the band that's played in front of the most people in the history of music in the Grateful Dead.
There you go.
So Jerry is back.
I got Sublime leading up to the Chili Peppers.
Really?
I'm going to have Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right.
They're going to keep that party going.
That party's rocking.
They're going to ump that energy, right?
Yeah.
When the sun's coming down, you got the Chili Peppers going. Absolutely, yeah.
I like it. Okay. And then the band to close out the night. Ooh. The nighttime band.
Nice.
And hands down, the best concert I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
The best band live in concert. I want the full pyro. Kiss is coming. Kiss is going to close that show.
Your neighbor's going to be pissed.
Oh, they're going to hate
Your neighbors are going to be so
But I have
mad.
a lot of money and a lot of properties, not a lot of neighbors nearby. And they'll be invited to the party.
Okay. I would also close it out with someone who I saw in person. And honestly, I think it was the best show I've ever seen in person.
Ooh. Okay.
Prince.
Really? Oh, fantastic.
It was amazing.
I would love that show.
And Stevie Wonder played with him, and he's coming too.
Oh, well done.
He's coming too. And
well, I think we've certainly addressed Liz's question with some of that.
There you go.
Is Huey Lewis worth $10,000? I'd say so. I'd put together a show that you can have. I saw Huey Lewis play at the Ives Center in Danbury.
Okay.
And the coolest part of that show was he had a guest friend of his come on stage and sing a song with him. Do you know who that guest was?
I don't.
Chris Berman.
From ESPN?
Yes, sir.
Boomer?
He got up on stage and sang with Huey Lewis.
In Danbury?
In Danbury.
Where was I?
I don't know.
How old was I?
I don't know. This wasn't... I don't know. It's probably 15 years ago.
Did he just yell, back, 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 back?
No, he was into it. He was jamming with Huey Lewis.
I could actually see him being part of the Blues Brothers as well.
Oh, that'd be fantastic, yeah.
So Chris Berman is allowed to be in the Blues Brothers portion of your show.
He wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Huey Lewis put on a heck of a show.
I can imagine.
And while he looks like he's your neighbor growing up as a kid in the same neighborhood, like he's out mowing his lawn.
Yeah.
You know, that's Huey Lewis. put on one heck of a show. So I think they're absolutely worth $10,000 to bring in anywhere. You just have to have enough people to cover that nut to pay for them to be there. I'd love to have them come to Harrybrook Park and play the park, but I don't think I can put enough people in the park to pay for a $10,000 band.
Maybe he'll give you a nice tax, a deduced rate, since
maybe.
you're a tax-exempt organization.
Do you want me to reach out to him?
I think Liz needs to be the one to reach out. She started this whole thing.
All right, well, Liz, I will reach out to Huey Lewis for you, see if we can get him to come play the Greater Danbury area again, and Boomer can sing with him again, maybe. Who knows?
That'd be fantastic.
Be great.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the call, Liz. That was
Thank
good.
you, Liz. Yeah, that was wonderful.
So as you all see, calling in, not only do you get your voice heard, but we'll also we'll take the show in whatever direction you're steering us.
And let me tell you,
That could
she
actually
just
get
took us
dangerous.
around the world. Liz just got heard in, I don't know, some other part of the world. I don't know.
Maybe Thailand again this
Maybe
week.
Thailand. Maybe South Korea.
Or Argentina.
Argentina.
I didn't pronounce that right, did I?
Argentina.
Ooh.
I can hit those R's, baby.
Ooh, I got a tingle when you said that. That was
all right,
nice.
let's tingle you even more, because one of the requests we had in the last, in the last week or so, has been people enjoyed some of the trivia and thought that you could be challenged a bit more.
Really?
So this is my preparation for
Who
the
said
show.
that?
Oh, both people who mentioned it that reached out to us. Tom being one of them that was adamant that he could beat you in 90s movie trivia, by the way.
Yeah, probably, maybe. I don't know.
It's
We'll
possible.
see. It really depends. It really depends on what the movie is. There are some movies I can quote front to back.
Well, I've set up a little game for you today in which the listener can win.
Okay. All right.
You can lose.
Please explain. I can lose, and
You can also win.
please explain that.
All right, so I have set up a series of questions. There are 4 categories. I'm not telling you the categories. Just 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Each one has 5 questions in the category.
So it's 4 categories,
So you're
5 questions each. So it's 20 questions.
20
We're playing 20 questions.
All right,
Okay,
but
great.
you only have to answer 3. Once you pick the category, and you can be like, oh, I'm not going to be good at this, you can opt out after 3 questions in that category.
Okay.
All right, so say the first category is bird watching. And you go, ooh, I already picked the category. I have to do 3 here. I'll talk about birds. And you have to answer only 3.
Okay.
But you have the option of answering 5. If you're going through well and you're doing well, you can answer up to 5.
Okay.
Now, you're going to get points for each question you get right. Okay?
This is getting complicated.
No, not at all. You're going to be allowed to decide how many points. So I'm going to start you off with 10 points. Here you go. Hold on. Let me get the noise for you. There you go.
Ooh.
That's 10 points for you.
It's on.
Yeah. So now you have 10 points. All you need to do is get to 100 points. You can wager however much you like on each question.
Okay.
And if you get to 100 points, I will personally send out 4 gift cards for Dunkin' Donuts to our listeners.
Well, that's very gracious of you.
Now-
so now the pressure's on me because
Right.
the viewers are going to turn against me if I don't get this right.
Correct.
Okay.
There's not viewers, the other listeners.
The listeners, correct.
So-
wait, but how do those listeners collect?
So
Because I'm totally going to win this thing.
good question. All right, so there's 2 parts to this. Number 1, the listeners have to do 2 things. 2 things. They have to call us and tell us they're rooting for you.
So call into the number from
Call
the
the
beginning
number.
of the show and say, I'm rooting for Myke.
631-7-MIKE-MO. Call us, leave us a message. You're rooting for Myke in the show. Then all you have to do is go on the Twitter and use the hashtag. What's the hashtag? Come on. The bar is low.
Okay.
Hashtag the bar is low.
Yep.
So we can find those people.
Okay.
And then those people will be chosen at random, 4 people to receive Dunkin' Donuts gift cards.
Okay, let's play.
All right, now, there's one more downside to this for you. If you
Just
score
for me,
under
though?
50 points, you pay for those 4 cards. And they're still going out.
Oh.
So it's either me paying for them or you, because it's not paid for by our sponsor, because guess what? We don't have one.
So that's right. So the people are going to know that I lost, but they're still going to call up and say they're rooting for me.
Yeah, well, they are rooting for you.
And they have to compliment me.
They don't have to compliment me.
I think they should say, I'm rooting for Myke, and he has beautiful hazel eyes.
All they have to say really is they're listening to the show. That voicemail, some comment about the show. They don't have to say that. They can be like, hey, Mo,
So you
great
changing the
questions.
rules now, okay.
No, as long as they call us.
All right, let's go. Let's play. I like
All right.
this.
All right, so which category do you want to go into? What first? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Let's dive in with category number 1.
Category number 1 will be Batman questions.
Oh, jeez. Going back to the Batman.
We've mentioned a little bit that you're somewhat of a fan of Batman.
Somewhat.
Okay, so you have to answer at least 3 questions. You don't have to tell me now if you want to go to 3 or 5. It's up to you.
What's the level of difficulty on this?
Well, you're going to find out as you dive in.
Okay.
It really is irrelevant to you. If I tell you they're medium difficulty, you're going to be like, oh, great, okay. So let me touch base first. The first question, how many points would you like to wager of your 10? You need to get to 100.
Let's go 3.
3 points. For 3 points, all right, what is the name? Oh, hold on, where's your phone?
Here you go.
I don't need to hold it as long as we know where it is.
Yeah,
you can't cheat. All right. I'm just making sure.
There you go.
Hey, look, after the last call, Johnny told me basically that you would probably cheat in doing things. So our last guest caller, Johnny LaQuasto, said you were going to cheat to win things. So what? And I'm going to do a little throwback here.
Oh,
a little throwback to one of our other shows.
Oh, jeez.
What is the name of the actor who played the Joker in the original Batman TV series?
Oh, jeez. And I know this, too.
It was mentioned on the show.
I know.
So if you've listened to the show, you would know that.
I didn't listen to the show. I'm sorry.
You didn't listen to our own show? I know I do the editing, but come on, man. You gotta listen to the
as
show.
soon as you say it, I'm going to know it, too. And it starts with an R, and I know this. But we don't have that much time, so there's a time limit, right?
Well, basically, just
let's go on.
Okay, you lost 3 points. Down to 7 points. That was Cesar Romero.
Oh, Romero. That's
Cesar Romero.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Second Batman question.
2.
Number 2. You're betting 2 points?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 points. What's the Joker's real name?
Jack.
Come on. That's all you're going to give me? You're not going to give me his last name?
Jack.
I'm going to let you have it just because I feel sorry for you. It's Jack Napier. But that's only debuted in the Batman movie in 1989. The comics, he had no name.
Exactly,
yeah.
Jack.
They didn't tell you who it was.
Well, since I was 4 years old when that movie came out, I think first names count. So that's
okay.
correct. So I'm up to 9 points now?
You're up to 9 points. You're only down 1 point. Okay. Who played the Joker in the Batman animated series? Come on, you can get this.
You know, I've seen the show a ton, and I watched it when I was a kid, but I honestly don't remember.
Really? Because this is a major name in pop culture.
Is it really?
This is a major name in pop culture. This is one you should know. Not because his name is Myke. I'm not giving you a hint that way. But this is someone you should most certainly know.
Michael J. Fox.
No, it's not a Michael.
Oh. I thought you just said it was a Mike.
No, it's not a hint. I'm not giving you a hint.
All right, go for it.
Mark Hamill.
No.
Yes, sir.
Luke?
He's well known for that.
I did not know that.
So that's 2 points lost.
This may not be my category.
It's down to 7 minus 2.
Can I come back to this category later?
You've got 3. You're done with this category if you want to. I guess we could always revisit if we get there.
Do I owe somebody something now?
Not until the end. We got to get to 100 points. Remember.
What am I at?
You're at 7.
Oh, Jesus.
You've lost 3.
Okay. Well, category 2 then. Let's go.
Category 2. Category 2 is Liverpool Football Club.
Okay. How many points do I have?
You have 7 points.
Go.
How many would you like to wager?
All in. I'm all in.
Wagering 7.
I'm all in on this one.
Okay. On the front of the kit for the Liverpool Football Club is their sponsor's name.
Yes.
Which is?
Standard Chartered.
Standard Chartered. Who is that? What do they do?
That's not a football question, though.
Oh, that's the sponsor of your team.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm going to guess insurance.
Wow. I won't even call this one against you because you're right. It's not a football question. It's fair. International banking. They're an international banking firm. That's great. I'm going to allow your bet it all to go on this question.
Okay. Is this a football question?
This is a football question.
Okay.
In Liverpool Football Club history,
yes,
who scored the most goals in their debut season?
Mo Salah, right?
Mo Salah is correct.
Yeah.
You're up to 14. He scored 44 during the 17-18 season.
There's room for 2 Mo's on this show.
And yes, Mo Salah. That's one right. Good for you.
There we go.
Well done.
Okay.
Second question. Who scored the most goals?
Whoa. I'm all in.
Oh, I knew you would be. Sorry. 14 points. 14 points again. Who scored the most goals in the season by a Liverpool player in the Premier League era?
Trick question? Mo Salah.
It is a trick question. 28 points. I tried. I tried to throw you way off.
But these were both last season.
I know.
It's
That's
fresh.
Good. All right.
It's fresh.
So here you go.
It's fresh.
Question number 3.
Okay. Am I all in again?
That's up to you.
I have a feeling.
28 points.
I have a feeling you're going to go old school on me now. I have 28 points.
You have 28 points.
Oh boy. I'm just going to do I'm going to wager half.
Half.
I'm going to go 14 points.
Okay.
Just because I think you're going to go throwback on me on this one.
I'm going to go a little further back on you.
Okay.
Who's the youngest first-team player in team history?
Jerome Sinclair.
Well done. 16 years and 6 days old. Hold on. You're at 42 points.
We have to get the calculator going.
That's very good. 42 points.
And you know, that's just one of those random facts that I heard talking, and it just stuck.
That's pretty impressive.
I don't know much about Jerome Sinclair.
Very impressive.
Yeah, he was like 16 year. Yeah, he was
September 2012. So that's fairly recent.
Fairly recent. But
now you have the option of moving away.
No,
from Liverpool.
No. I'm dominating. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Who scored the most goals in all competitions for the club?
In all competitions?
All competitions. Oh wait, I didn't ask you how many points. Oh crap.
I was gonna go all in anyway.
Ooh, 42 points. Oh boy. That's a tough question right there for 42 points.
Because I'm pretty sure
it'll put you to 84 if you get it right.
I know, and I'm pretty sure it's Ian Rush, but I'm not positive.
Ian Rush.
Is that correct?
Yes, 346 goals, up to 84 points.
That was a weird celebration I just had.
Very strange.
See, you go take me out of Batman, put me into Liverpool.
Well, here's the thing.
There you go.
You have one more question coming here, but here's the thing. You have to play out all the questions. So even if you hit 100 points, you still have to play out the rest of the game, and you can end up losing points with that.
Okay, so how many more points do I need?
You need 16 points.
So I need 16 points, and then there's another...
One question.
And then there's another 10 questions.
There's another 10 questions.
After that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just do 10 points.
Okay, 10 points.
We're going conservative here.
Okay. Who has the fastest hat trick in Liverpool history?
I have seen this highlight many times.
Have you?
And Robbie Fowler, in about 4.5 minutes, scored
4 minutes, 33 seconds. That's pretty impressive.
I've watched that video several times.
Wow, 1994, August 28th. The guy that's a ridiculous number.
Yeah.
4 minutes, 33 seconds.
Can I get an extra bonus point that Carlsberg was their sponsor, and I know what they do because I drink beer?
Carlsberg was their sponsor prior to any of it. Come on, man. We all know that. All right. So we go on to the next topic. You're at 94 points.
Okay.
There's 2 topics left.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to, since you're so close to it.
Okay.
In one of these next topics, I have 6 questions, which might throw a curveball in the last one, depending on which one you pick.
Okay.
What's your next one? Do you want 3 or 4?
4.
4 is the Red Sox.
The Boston Red Sox.
So how much would you like to wager from your 94 points? Now, don't forget, I know what you know about this in a lot of ways. So these might be a bit more challenging.
Okay, let's just go 30 then. We'll take it.
30 points. Okay.
What? I'm sorry. What happens if I hit 200? You have to buy me Dunkin' Donuts gift card
I'll buy
too?
you a Dunkin' Donuts gift card. Yeah.
Great.
If you hit 200, yeah.
Gotcha.
How many Red Sox hitters hit 50 or more home runs in the 20th century?
Hit 50 or more home runs in the 20th century?
Yes, sir. It's history.
Yeah, 20th century. Okay.
That would be for most people the 1900s.
Yes.
This is the 20th century.
Yes.
How many hit 50 home runs or more in a season?
Hit 50 or more in a season?
50 home runs.
That's a lot of home
Between
runs.
1900 and 1999. There's a little bit of a time.
That iced tea sounded really good. Hit 50 home runs.
Dunkin' Donuts is not a sponsor, but we're giving away Dunkin' Donuts cards and drinking Dunkin' Donuts iced tea. Hint, guys, the show runs on Dunkin'.
There you go. Man, that's tricky because there's a couple names I want to go with who are in 500 home run club territory.
Give me how many?
I don't think anyone has actually hit 50 in a season though. I'm gonna go 0.
That's wrong.
Oh.
You're down to 64.
Who hit him?
One guy did it in 1938.
Ted Williams?
Jimmy Fox.
Before
Ted Williams, Jimmy Fox.
Good question.
Good question. Tough one for you to lose.
Jimmy, yeah. Okay,
so you're down to 64.
I need 30. Give me that 30 again.
You want 30 again?
Yeah, man.
That's a ballsy question.
Ballsy move.
It is a ballsy move. Who's the first Red Sox player to have 3 200-hit seasons?
The first one to do it? 200 hits? I don't think
3 of them.
I don't think Williams had 3. Pesky?
He did it in 3 consecutive seasons
Is that
as
right?
a player.
Yes.
I'm giving you this
No.
first. He did it in 3 consecutive seasons as a player.
Well, I guess Pesky. Is it Pesky?
It is Johnny Pesky.
Okay.
I was trying to get you to change it
you
out.
had me going.
Well, don't forget 3 consecutive seasons for him were 1942, 46, and 47 because he was gone for World War II. So his 3 consecutive years.
That counts.
It's pretty impressive. It really is. But the first to hit 200, get 200 hits in 3
consecutive seasons.
First to have 3 200-hit seasons, period.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really wanted to go with Ted Williams, but I didn't.
It would have been
I didn't.
Good.
Let's go conservative at 20.
20 points. 20 points. Who's the first Red Sox player to break the 375 batting average in a season?
The first one to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Red Sox player?
Yes, sir.
375?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ted Williams is the obvious, but
Would I give you that? That's a good question. Would I trick you and make you think that?
Yeah, I don't know. Just go Teddy Ballgame, yeah.
Teddy Ballgame hit 406 in 1941, but the first to break the 375 hit 383 in 1912.
Oh, hold on.
Speaker. I'm not holding on. You got it wrong.
I was going to go with trying to guess it. Okay.
Okay. The question is, do they get tougher? That's 3 with the Red Sox. You can bow out of the Red Sox and go to the last category with 74 points, or I would warn you to keep a conservative try here. You're 74 points down. You don't know what the last category is.
50.
You're going.
I'm going to go 50. I'm going to go 50.
I don't want to give you this question, so I gave you the harder one.
Because then I can double up and double up and double up. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
50 will put you over the top.
Go for it.
All right. The American League Boston franchise began in what year, and what was the name of the team called?
It's the Boston Americans. It began in what year?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, 1903 was when it was established, but I don't know if we're going to go earlier because they were the Pilgrims before that. But the Americans were established in 1903.
What's your answer?
I don't know, 1903.
It's 1901. The American League Boston franchise began, and they were the Boston Americans.
So that was 2 questions in one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's
you lost 50. Sorry.
All right, I'm all in. I'm all in on the next one. That's bullshit, but I'm all in.
It's not. It's not.
No. It is.
All right.
It is.
You have 24 points. You're all in.
Mm-hmm.
Which Red Sox was voted to the All-Star game as the 30th man vote? 2002.
Johnny Damon?
48 points for you.
Okay, all right.
See, and come on. That was well done. I had to keep something within striking distance.
I'm calling shenanigans though on that, but I think you should give me 25. You should give me half of those points back.
No, it's a 2-part question.
Okay,
that's all.
Fair enough.
This is how it goes.
Okay.
All right, last category. You have 48 points.
Okay. What's the last category?
You have to get to 100.
Okay.
Last category, Seinfeld.
That is awful. Okay, go for it.
48 points. What do you want to bet?
I don't know. These are going to be really hard, aren't they?
Good question.
28.
Bet in half. No, more than half. 28 out of those 48 points. What was Kramer's name in the pilot episode? Ooh. I thought you'd nail this one out of the gate.
Yeah, so did I.
Ooh.
Kramer's name in the pilot episode
was not Kramer.
See, here's one of those ones where I'm going to get it in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, you'll get it before that because I will tell you. I can tell you. I'll even give you a hint. This was made reference back in the final episode.
God, you and your iced tea.
It's delicious. On a cold day.
I don't know. I can't waste any more of the viewers' time.
Kessler.
I knew it was.
You're down to 20 points.
I know.
Wow. 20 points.
I was riding high off that Liverpool, too.
You got to get to 100, too. This is tough. All right. How many points you want to wager?
10. I can't do any more than 10.
10 points. Where can Elaine no longer get takeout?
Hop Sing.
Well done. Up to 30 points. All right. You got 30.
I need to double at one point.
You need to here bad.
So I'll double now, I guess.
For 30 points. This is big. This is You don't have to go to 5 questions here, but this would double you up to get you to 60, and then you'd have a shot. Okay. Oof. This is a tough question.
Like, which is the hardest one?
No. I'm trying. I'd rather see you make it through. I don't want to give you the hardest one now. What's Newman's first name?
Oh, Jesus.
What is Newman's first name?
I don't know. I don't think he has one. I've never heard of Newman's first name.
Is that your answer?
Hello, Newman? No. I don't know it. He doesn't.
Your answer is you don't know, or he doesn't have
I don't think he has one.
Okay. You're correct. It was never given. Trick question. 60 points. You're back up to 6. You were at 94 at one point.
Such an asshole. Okay, so hold on. So I need 40 points.
You need 40 points.
So I can, and I have how many? 60?
You have 60 with 2 questions to go, if you want.
Well, I have to get to 100, don't I?
Yeah. So
I have 40 points.
You can play. You can have 2 questions. You can go 20 and 20, or you can bet whatever you like. You can go bet 40 points.
No, I have 60. I need 40.
You have 60. You need 40.
Okay.
Problem is, if you bet 40 and you lose, you have no chance of taking it out the door.
I am going to wager.
These are both. I have a couple of tough questions for you.
Okay. I'm gonna do 41.
41. All right, and you don't have to answer a 5th question. All you have to do is get this question right. The whole ball game is on this. So. Wow. All right. I have 2 really good questions I can give you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you. One of them's a 2-parter. I'm not going to do that to you. You're so mad about the other 2-parter.
I think it's. I'm calling shenanigans on it, but.
All right. So, George's fictitious horses' names are. Remember the episode George made up having 2 horses. Oh, he's digging deep in this. I can actually see the wheels turning in his eyes.
I know the scene. He's sitting in the car with he's sitting in the car with Susan's parents. They're driving out there to
This is going to bug you too when I say the answer to this one. Now it's 2 horses. So here's the deal. I'll even break this down for you. You get one of them, I'll give you 20 points. You get the last question. That's a 2-parter.
Oh.
That'll at least put you up to 80. But right now, if you can't, because this is 2 horses. That's the question: is what are the 2 horses' names?
This trivia does not run on Duncan.
Well, your Duncan's across the room. You're not using it to drink from. He's going to get his Duncan. Okay. Now see if he can power up. It's like Mario Brothers. He just powered up.
What's that?
You. It's like Mario and he's that sound.
I wish I had. Well, no, I was gonna like if I had Mario's magic mushrooms or something right now, I'd be. Okay. Prickly Pete. One of them was Prickly Pete.
One of them is Prickly Pete. That's good for 20 points on this. I'm allowing you half points on this, which is totally against the rules. And hey, look, I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Hold on.
Actually, I do make the rules.
Keeps them stable. Was it Snoopy and Prickly Pete?
It is Snoopy and Prickly Pete. But I want to keep your hands there.
What?
I'm just coming around to make sure that you haven't looked this up somewhere. See, that's my point.
I'm on iTunes.
He is on iTunes. I'm coming around just to say I'm very impressed. He just got Snoopy and Prickly Pete.
No, I appreciate that you actually came around and looked.
Holy moly!
What I was trying to do is see if our show actually has been accepted to iTunes.
Yes.
It has not.
Oh.
But I digress. So I'm up to 101 points.
You bet 40. You're 100 even.
No, I said 41.
No, you said 40.
Yeah, I said 41.
You're 101. Here's the big question. I'm on your number 1 topic of Seinfeld.
My number 1 topic would be Star Trek.
I didn't do Star Trek because nobody cares.
Yeah.
Your number 1 topic is Seinfeld. You've told me before you've played the Seinfeld trivia game many times and never have lost.
So what happens if I don't get to 100 points?
Then 100 points, I send out 4 gift cards from me out of my pocket.
Right, but if I don't get to 100,
then I don't send out 4. It depends on what you're down to. I'd probably only send out 2, and I'm paying for them. You're spending my money right now.
So I'm betting with house money?
Betting with house money. Unless you completely blow it and tank it. then you're buying. Dead air time is not good for podcasts.
I'm going to risk 1 point.
Come on. Come on. Be a man. I have a prize for you as well. In fact, I will double your prize.
You double my prize?
If you go all in. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah?
Why not?
You gonna take it? Okay.
Why not?
In one of my all-time favorite episodes.
Which is?
The fire episode.
What's the actual name of the episode?
It's called the fire episode, where George pushes people out of the way.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
The fire episode. Mm-hmm. The two-part question is,
oh, Jesus.
What's the clown's name, and who played the clown? Ooh, good one. Solid one.
Oh, my God.
There is so much pain in his face right now because he knows this.
Oh, my God.
It's not on the tip of his tongue. It's like on the back of his tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it in your eyes.
I'm
going to see if I can
who plays
telepathically send you the answer.
I don't know who played him, though. Or do I?
The person who played is a well-known actor.
It was, It was Eric the Clown.
Eric the Clown is correct.
And
the answer needs to come in 3, 2.
I'm seeing the face, and
1.
I don't think that it's actually him. But was it Jon Favreau?
It is Jon Favreau.
Is it really?
It is Jon Favreau.
Wow.
Very impressed.
I saw the face under the makeup.
Very impressed. Wow.
Eric the Clown.
Eric the Clown. And let's give the
great.
buzzers and whistles. Congratulations. That's fantastic. Well done, my friend. Well done. So,
and by the way, we're still not on iTunes.
Oh. Well, that's why the bar is low with the prize.
Yeah. So
first of all, you get a Farmhouse premium chocolate candy bar from Cumberland Farms.
I'm gonna eat that right now.
It's the birthday candy bar. It's white chocolate with.
I'm gonna save this for my birthday. Actually, I'm gonna save this for my birthday.
No, eat it now.
It's in like a week. My birthday's next week.
And I'm gonna get you something from the other room. So you keep the show on, and I'll be right back.
Okay, so Mo is actually walking out, so I'm gonna take this as a good opportunity to thank God for giving me the power to win that trivia challenge, and apologies to Batman for absolutely butchering that category, but at least I made up for it with my other useless knowledge of sports and Seinfeld. So thank you, God. For giving me.
Thanking God? Really?
I mean, you left me with so much airtime. Who else am I supposed to thank?
Well, that's fine. You can thank the fans. You can thank your parents for allowing you to watch so much television.
I'm gonna thank the fans, and I'm gonna thank Mo.
Okay.
For offering up this amazing prize.
It's a great prize. I'll be sending out 4. Count them, 4 Dunkin' Donuts gift cards to our fans, and for you.
Is it the first 4 who call in?
It's a randomly chosen 4 that call in and have to use that hashtag.
Yep.
The bar is low.
Gotcha.
And tweet that they listen to the show. It'd be great if they share the show. It'd be great too.
That should be a stipulation. No, they have to share it.
No, we didn't say it before, but sure. Okay. So, the other part of my gift is wrapped for you here.
It's a really good candy bar.
I can't have that, but go ahead. There's your gift.
Oh my goodness. This is just what I've always wanted. A dozen grade A.
They're farm fresh
eggs.
They're farm fresh eggs. I bought them today from one of our friends and listeners. So.
Ooh, and they even took the poop off.
They did.
So
we might want to wash them gently.
So we used to have chickens, actually.
You did, and weren't they destroyed?
Well, they were destroyed. There was my wife had some friends from Spain who were visiting, and it was fall time, and their little boy was loving just playing in the leaves. They live on the Mediterranean, so they never play in the leaves. He's never seen leaves. So he comes to Connecticut in October. Obviously, there's leaves. He's loving playing in them. We go, hey, do you want to see the chickens? And luckily, he's like, no, I'm playing in these leaves. So my wife goes, oh, okay, I'm just going to go feed the chickens, and you can come down in 5 minutes. Well, she goes down and finds an absolute bloodbath. Beaks and heads and feet everywhere. Blood. It was a horror show. It was just
awful.
Now, just imagine how much more awful it would have been had this 3-year-old boy, 3-year-old boy, his first trip to the United States. And this is what he would remember for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
and some foxes got in there.
So
One survived.
Wow.
And we shipped her off to a friend who had chickens that haven't been slaughtered.
Okay.
Obviously, their setup was a little bit more secure than ours.
Okay.
And that's my story
That's an interesting story.
of when we had chickens.
Do you know I also have a story of chickens.
This chocolate bar is fantastic.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's well-deserved. You got to feed the brain.
It has confetti in it to celebrate my victory.
Right. So, by the way, the eggs, courtesy of Andrea Navolo. If you know Andrea, she does a great job with her eggs, and she's got a baby on the way. So, first baby mentioned really on the podcast for one that hasn't been born yet.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, not yet.
Apologies for eating chocolate into the microphone.
Well, it's all right. You're allowed right now. So,
and thank you for the eggs.
My chicken story is a different chicken story.
I would hope, because that'd be really weird if you were there.
No, I mean not a bloodbath.
All the chickens are dead, and Mo is here. Like,
mine's not a bloodbath chicken story.
Did Mo try to eat my chickens?
I actually have 2 chicken stories.
I think that's what happened.
Strange.
I think you tried to eat my chickens.
You'll never be able to prove it.
Oh, you'll never be able to catch them. So,
so 2 fun stories. One, when I was a kid, we had a dog who was a rescue dog, part Kerry Blue Terrier. We named him Toto because he kind of looked like Toto from The Wizard of Oz, a little bigger.
Okay.
But Toto was always on a leash. Toto was never allowed to roam kind of on his own, And we used to sometimes put him in the basement while we went away.
Did you also feed him fish heads?
No, it's a finished basement. But we'd put him in the basement, and he'd hang out in the basement. And apparently one time they had left the window open in the basement, my folks. And we came home. We were out somewhere. We came home, and the neighbors came over and were very upset that our dog had torn apart their chickens. And we said, no, our dog's in the basement. What are you talking about? We went in the basement and saw the blood trail to the window and the dog sitting there wagging his tail like, hey, I'm a good dog. I've been right here in the house the whole time.
I didn't do nothing.
Face caked in blood.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, pretty gross. But the other one, my other chicken story, and I don't know why we're on chicken stories, but it works.
I don't know why we talk about half the stuff we talk about on this show.
Good point.
But that's why the bar is low.
The other was while I had my time as a firefighter, we responded to a fire call at someone's house who had chickens, and they had run their own wiring out to the chicken coop to put heat and lights with the chickens.
It's always smart to do your own electric.
Yeah, yeah. The whole place had gone up. Middle of the day, no one was home. No one got to see that, but I have to tell you, I have never rolled up on a better smelling fire. It's awful. One of the guys said it to me like, it smells good. Wish I brought barbecue sauce. And we're trying to be quiet so no one heard us. But, yeah, probably not what you want to say when people have lost their chickens. But, it did smell delicious.
Well, you weren't at the cookie factory fire of 2002, apparently, because that must have
been amazing.
Man.
Oh, I would have just rolled in with gallons of milk.
Yeah.
Dive in.
You know what my favorite movie scene of something catching on fire? In The Naked Gun, when there's there's the most amazing car chase scene in The Naked Gun, and somehow someone winds up on a missile and it goes launching into a fireworks factory.
Yes.
And then Frank Drebin comes out. Nothing to see here. Come on.
Frank Drebin's a great character.
Absolutely.
Character.
I honestly, I think those are one of the best series of comedies of all time.
O.J. Simpson was amazing.
O.J. Simpson was so good in that.
He was.
He was so good in that.
Too bad he ends up being such a horrible human being.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Oh, goodness.
Allegedly.
So what else do we have to talk about this show?
I don't know. I think the bar just reached a new low.
Wow. So write in, call us in if you think you know someone who's been more allegedly accused of a crime.
Well, hey, I just meant we did TV shows the other day, right?
Yeah.
We said our favorite TV shows.
Yeah.
Right? I think Seinfeld. You think Sopranos.
Sopranos.
By the way, and I thought of this, I hate to tell you this, I thought of this in the shower after the fact.
Okay.
South Park deserves to be on that list,
Ooh.
by the way.
Oh.
I don't want to have the whole conversation over again.
No, but South Park deserves conversation, deserves a mention, if nothing else.
The Office, South Park, Seinfeld, top 3 comedies, probably.
Yeah, if you want to go straight comedies, The Office, Seinfeld. Mm-hmm. I don't know if South Park is number 3 for me.
I think it's the smartest comedy.
It's very smart.
The smartest comedy.
It's very quick in the turnaround time
6
of getting
days.
on top of a topic.
6 days they make episodes.
It's outstanding. And look, those guys can cross over. They can do Broadway. They can do feature films. Basketball is brilliant funny.
Are you basketball or Orgasmo?
Oh,
because
both are outstanding.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker with Orgasmo.
Or outstanding, yes.
Like, I don't want to sound
I am
queer or
more
nothing,
basketball, I think.
but unicorns kick ass. Tell me it's not one of the best lines in cinematic history.
Great line.
My goodness.
Great line.
But
they can cross over to Broadway. They can cross over to...
Did you see the Book of Mormon?
I did not see it.
Oh, my goodness.
I've only been told the wonderful things about the Book of Mormon.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Yeah. I haven't seen it. But maybe someone else will do another production of it at some point soon, and I can watch that and see that.
I will do a one-man show version of it if you would like.
You know what's a great Broadway show that never got the credit it deserved? Shrek the Musical. Was brilliant. I went and saw that, and it was brilliant funny.
Are you kidding me?
I should have played Shrek.
Are you kidding me?
No, all new music. They did a full new score.
You're wearing green, yeah, totally Shrek in real life right now.
I am Shrek. I can just get the little horn things up on the top of my head and whatever it is, yeah. I am a little bit of Shrek going on. And you're a little bit of Donkey going on, so that works. Donkey.
But what do you think? I got Naked Gun trilogy, Austin Powers trilogy.
Austin Powers trilogy.
What are some other great just comedic trilogies or comedic series that are out there?
Ooh.
I don't think National Lampoon necessarily counts.
I think when the Vacation series, it counts.
Do you think?
Sure.
You think?
And that's to the top of the list. I mean, you're looking at European Vacation. You have Christmas Vacation, which is one of the great Christmas movies of all time. It's on that list. There's no question. And look, the original Vacation, very few can challenge that.
Yeah.
With John Candy's. Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Who should have told you out front?
Well, you work at a park, so you're kind of biased.
I don't work at an amusement park.
You're kind of biased. You're kind of biased.
I look more like John Candy.
You work at a park and you eat a lot of candy.
Oh, you're the one eating the candy during the show.
Into the microphone.
So
apologies
why
again.
are you getting on me?
Well, I don't know. Because if you put me standing next to you, people would be like, that guy eats a lot more candy. That's kind of where I'm going with that.
That's kind of funny.
But I don't know. Yeah, Naked Gun, Austin Powers.
Austin Powers, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I saw recently an interview with Myke Myers, who was talking about, his son is now watching the Austin Powers movies. His son is like getting into this whole thing. I don't even know how old his son is, like 10 years old or something, right? His son pulled him aside. They were out somewhere, and I don't think he just watched it. And his son, a picture you have a 10-year-old who's your child, says, Dad, I want to tell you something. Like, pulls him down to whisper. And he goes,
I see dead people.
He goes, I'm your biggest fan.
Aww.
How cool is that?
Aww.
That's life.
My daughter hasn't told me that she's my biggest fan.
Your daughter hates me. So
no, she's coming around.
She is, yeah.
She's come around.
For the listener, his daughter has been very afraid of me from, well, not day one. Probably day, I don't know, a year old or so.
The first time she met you, you were Santa Claus. And everyone loved Santa Claus.
First time she met me, I was Santa Claus? I don't think so. I think I met her before that.
Well, the first time that she remembers meeting you.
Well, maybe, yeah. And she still cried.
Yeah, but not at first. I got a cute picture. But then for the next, year and a half, she would see you, and it's just like, oh, the boogeyman's here. Oh, my God.
No.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And now she's kind of coming around. Now she says Uncle Mo. If you show her a picture, she says Uncle Mo.
And then she goes, no.
Eventually, the fear settles in.
And that's why I tried to get ahead of that, because I am a big furry monster. So what did I buy her as a gift? Sully from Monsters, Inc., who's a big furry monster. So she's not afraid of big furry monsters. That was the plan.
That was the logic behind your gift.
That was the logic for an adult.
I see.
But it probably didn't work. So anyway, by the way.
It's a funny ulterior motive for buying a child a gift for them to not be afraid of you. It's kind of rich. I like that.
A little thought involved from Santa Claus.
Yeah, there you go. It's like you go to the Disney store. It's just like, oh, I could get you Minnie Mouse, but you know what? I'm not Minnie.
No.
I am big hairy monster. Yeah. I am Maxie. Well, thank you for going with Sully then as the gift.
What are you saying?
Things just kind of gotten real awkward.
I can't believe you didn't know that Standard was a bank. Standard Chartered.
I have no business knowing what Standard Chartered
does. Of course you'd want to know. It's a shirt you wear all the time.
So?
You always wear. Look, you're wearing one now. You wore one last time we did a show. You wear.
Did I?
Your kit every time we do a show.
I was wearing Liverpool last time.
I believe you were. So every time you wear this all over the place, and you don't know who they are. I think
I'm more focused on the Redbird. I like the Redbird.
I had to go look.
I
had to look up because I wanted to know who they were.
Well, now I know.
Now you know, and now you'll never forget.
And now we'll never bank with them.
They're international banking. I don't know if you do a lot of international banking.
I do not.
Well, not that we know of.
I keep my money with Bank of America.
Oh, America.
Bank of America.
America. Well, we're coming into the closing moments of the show.
That's a quick one.
It is a quick one.
That's our shortest show.
Is it? I mean, we can keep going if you want to keep going, but it's about right.
Are you going to edit out the part where you said this is the end of our show?
If you want me to. Keep it going if you want. What else do you want to talk about? What else do you have for a topic today?
We can just wrap this
No,
thing
I'm just saying. You have another topic?
It's cold outside. There's ice.
It's winter. Next point. Good God. Talking about the weather. Is that what we're down to?
Well, we're in a park. We're in this park. The park that you work in is it's a beautiful outdoor landscape.
And it's covered with ice.
It's covered with ice and snow. It was treacherous getting here.
Yes.
I risked life and limb just to get here to record this podcast.
Not so much. Not so much.
I drove over salt and...
Yeah, that's what you do in the winter. That's what people do.
Fair.
So how we end the show is talking about something to make you better, something to make you a good gentleman. We've talked about before, and when you meet someone and shaking their hands, and how you dress, how you carry yourself. What would you like to add this week for the gentleman's portion of the show?
Pull up your pants.
Ooh.
And wear a belt.
Wow.
I don't need to see your butt.
That's true.
I don't need to see your crack.
Right.
Pull up your damn pants.
Pull up your pants.
Pull up your pants.
Yeah, I was taught a long time ago, I spent a lot of years in sales, and sales, people would say, always have...
Your pants down. And no, and that's just not how I want to make a sale, Mo.
They'd say jewelry. A little bit of jewelry shows success.
A little bling.
A little bling.
Okay.
And they used to tell me, and I'm not even going to the jewelry part, but they'd say your shoes represent you. Your shoes should always show that you're successful. Your shoes reflect your success. And always look at a person's shoes. And I always thought, you know what? When you look at someone's shoes and they're scuffed up shoes, they're worn shoes.
Okay.
Right? It doesn't mean that person's not successful. That means that person's wearing those shoes out. That means they're hardworking people. So I certainly will look at someone's shoes when I talk to them. And I think your shoes tell a little bit about your character, no matter what the shoes are. Your shoes define a little taste of your character. And if you want to make someone feel really, truly uncomfortable, while you're talking to them, stare at their shoes. It's really uncomfortable.
I'm just uncomfortable thinking about it.
Or if you really want to make someone uncomfortable, stare at the middle of their forehead, and they will have a tough time because you're not keeping the eye line with them.
Yeah, I could see that being worse than looking at my shoes. If they're looking at my shoes, that kind of makes me feel like I'm the alpha.
It's not really.
Yeah.
No, they're not looking down. Looking at your shoes, and you can make faces while you look at the shoes, and people think you're judging them by their shoes.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So make sure when you recognize shoes, you look away and you maintain eye contact and conversation.
It reminds me a lot of you're like Forrest Gump, because Forrest's mama always said you can tell a lot about a person from their shoes.
You can.
Where they've gone, where they've been.
Where they're going.
I wore a lot of shoes.
I don't like shoes.
Mama said my shoes will take me anywhere.
Wow, that's really, really loud.
That's why I turned away from the microphone.
And it still was crazy loud in the room.
Well, I'm wearing headphones, so I can't really tell what my volume is.
Yeah, I can tell what that volume is. It's a little out of control.
Sorry.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Who should have told you out front?
FNAF. 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 Good.
That's a show.